Hey, I have a message today for you, of course, from the universe. And today I connected to the title like you dusting your old mess, at the moment. What I'm meaning by that, this is something what's happened, of course, in the past, like bad experiences in your life, something like like broken heart, like a damaged heart, like this is like the dark space, where somebody do something bad to you, you hide there, in the this is your some way, this is your safe space in the way every time when you was hurt before in the past, you know in the in many different ways by many different people. Every time you was hiding in that some kind of nest, this is like the dark place, the way, like like you're sitting there by yourself, like lonely, dirty, exhausted, like totally something like vulnerable, and with this broken heart, and you're like bending, all the emotions you're keeping to yourself, and this is the space where you're very painful, where you in the process, when when your blood bleeding, maybe not physically, but emotionally, where you bleeding, and where you have like open wounds, and you laying in that. This is like, for example, like you are in the forest and you hurt yourself some way, and you bleeding your leg, arms, you have scratches everywhere, you have bruised everywhere because you fell down, mm, you punch some trees on the way, bushes, and all that mess, like you was like running, or thinking like somebody chasing you, and finally you were so exhausted, you are so tired, so exhausted, dirty, hungry, full of pain, all these wounds, the body's everywhere full of damage, and you are so sad, alone, you don't know where to go, this is that way. And for example, it become the night, and you need to hide yourself for night before you can continue the road to find the way. And this is very good explanation. And you build some kind of that kind of nest, around you, where you can hide, and you be in fully in that pain, and this became over the time as your safe space, but actually in reality this is not the safe space, because that way you run away, but you run away from facing the reality of that struggles, facing reality of all these wounds. You don't want to face in real, why this pain came to your life. This is like the when somebody hurt you, it's easy to just run and just hide in this sad, painful place, instead of sit down and think about why I'm running away, why I'm always hiding, why I'm always feeling, like some case like a loser, because this is like you don't fight for yourself, you don't stand. Um, you don't stand for your rights. Instead of this, you allowed people to hurting you and run away from that, and hide in this dark place, and being wounded, and over the time, I'm hearing this became as your normal reaction for that kind of situations, and now I'm seeing, like, why this dust? Okay, because this is the old messes, the old wounds, which one you continue carry until now, and this is long time, and you're exhausted, and this is over time. This is just the old mess, and you still have lots of these wounds in you. Even if somebody hurting you now, this is the fresh wound, but you again going back to the same pattern, and you stay in all these old wounds. And the old wounds, it was old you. It was old version of you. You wasn't so aware about that before, like you are, for example, now. This was new type of experiences for you, and run away from that and hide. This was only one option, for example, for a long time. Which one was in that time make sense for you, and this was normal, like the protection mechanism, which one you built in yourself for such a long time. And you didn't know the different way. Even maybe sometimes when you saw the different way, you didn't get strength to do different way, or to think even different way, or even to realize. But I'm sensing now this old place which one you built. This is like the old mess, and now this mess doesn't match you. Now you are you are a completely different person. You are emotionally more mature person. And I'm seeing you are strong. You're building your strength. You go into the sun. You follow the light. You guiding yourself. You finding the advices. You listen. You analyze. You allow the emotions to come. You allow to listen different views, and and you're sitting, and you're discovering different options for you. Like, for example, different reactions for some kind of situations in your life, like. And why I was this telling? And I'm sensing like the confusion right now, like because there's lots of different ways people showing you, like you can handle your things in different ways, for example, but you still carry on these old wounds, and they are becoming your heaviness. They are becoming as your emotional mess, like heaviness, like a dust. Like you don't clean your house for such a long time, and the dust just become more and more and more everywhere, and it's heavy and it's sticky, and it's like messy, and about that, and you have some kind of wounds 20 years ago, like when you was the little person, when you was like the small girl boy, when you was like at school, like the first steps at school. I'm hearing like a teenager, when you was learning new things, when you was like a young adult, when you was stepping to this adult life, you had so many wounds there. And over the time, when you start to changing, transforming, and finding your inner strength and your emotional strength, now when you sit and you do that, like a setback, and you sit with that kind of emotions, now you're realizing all of them, it actually, for most of the time, there was like so big for you, keeping you in this nest of the wounded person, for such a long time. They had so much power over you in that way. Any kind of wound you couldn't handle, you just was still sitting there and in full of pain. Now you're realizing, actually, this was like a small things, like you wasn't mature enough. Like this was like you was putting the first steps in that area in your life. For example, like you have broken heart, like the romantic things. Before, of course, we was learning, we was practicing. At the beginning, nobody's super master in everything, And for example, and somebody heard your feeling, like how you say this, I forgot the word, like you love somebody and he doesn't love you, or she doesn't love you, unrequited love or something like that, I forgot what I mean, the meaning. And this broke your heart, for example, and you was bleeding, and you feeling like I'm not enough, something is wrong with me. I really loved that person and he doesn't love me, or she doesn't love me. The point is, in that moment, this person came to your life to teach you something, to work with you, and because you had your own lessons, this person had their own lessons, and this person hurt you with the reason. Because first thing, if hurts you and you're not together, that means this person wasn't for you, and it's time to heal that. It's time to heal that, not in the way like to stuck in that, oh, I love this person and this person hurt me and I never gonna be loved again. Love is like we're full of pain, or I never gonna receive back that love, and you have that kind of mentality in your brain, and that's why you sat in this this wounded emotions person, in this darkness of this sadness, and or even like the friendship I'm hearing, like the old friendships, you loved somebody purely with loyalty and respect, and this person actually after betrayed you and broke your love, and I'm sensing strongly you have very wounded heart from so many different ways. People was hurting you, you was believing them, loving them, giving your best, but you get back lots of pain. But universe want to tell you, that's fine. We all have different struggles, and we need to experience bad things in our life to learn how to love in the healthy way. For example, when somebody wounds you, usually they're showing you something on what is good in you to work on. This is like if somebody hurt you and this is painful for you, it's good to sit down with that, and not like in this victim person, like this wounded, oh, this happened again, because all the time this happened like that for me, because you in that way you attract their all the ways, old patterns, which one I'm sensing like they don't resonate with you right now, because you have lots of light in you. You're going through, always focus to the sun, and this is completely different directions, and that strength doesn't match that kind of weakness, which one is deeply rooted in you. And what I wanted to tell you, like if it's time to face that wounds, if they are really so big, like you thought, like you was carrying them so long, it's time to forgive yourself and forgive to this person, because you wasn't even perfect in that moment, and you did also lots of mistakes, like every single person which one hurt you. Or sometimes when we think we have unfairly we was wounded, sometimes they're showing us how we are, like for example, overreactive or too sensitive in some aspects in our lives, and that's why sometimes people coming and wounding us to lightening that aspect from us, and for example, if somebody hurt you, wound you, instead of now the universe asking you, instead of again run to the same pattern, sit down with yourself and connect to the source, the way how you like the best. Just relax yourself and ask the universe, close your eyes and ask the universe, why this person came to me and did this to me, why this is so painful for me. Please show me the way, please show me the reason of that, and why this is so painful for me. And the universe will be giving you the signs and the healings in the same time, because all these things, because for example, now if somebody hurting you, you know why? Because you didn't heal the past wounds, because you have the past issues carrying on until now. And right now, because I'm hearing like you asking, like I'm strong now, different and everything, and still this happening to me, and the universe like pointing to you, like, because you still somewhere inside of your heart deeply, you have some kind of wounds, maybe small, maybe big. You forgot about them because there was a long time ago, for example, but doesn't mean you healed them, doesn't mean you let them go. And because of that, because you still carry on them, that means right now in that present in your life, if somebody do something to you, this is just reminding to you, don't take this as oh, I deserve that, or or some kind of weakness, or I can accept only this in my life. No, take this as the warning sign for you, like we need to clear that mess, we need to lightening that mess, we need to sit down in that mess, and we need to just let it go, and it's I'm hearing like very it is gonna help you a lot, like sit down with the any kind of energy healing, your heart chakra, for example, green colors or light pink. You can surround yourself with green food, green clothes, green nature, green light, for example, if you have, I'm hearing. And everything what is green, it's nice for you to have something green around you all the time, as much as possible. Green crystal, for example, or crystal which one healing your heart chakra. you know I know rose quartz. I have rose quartz, and for example, all the time when my heart was wounded in different ways, romantically or by siblings or a friend or anything what hurt me, somebody hurt me, and I couldn't handle that. And this is unconditional love. It's time to work on unconditional love, but starting with you, with your heart. And for example, when I was like proper wounded, when I was feeling like my heart bleeding or something like that, and I was sitting in that energy, and the universe showed me like helped me a lot, rose quartz crystal a lot. I had like because I was wounded so badly my heart. I bought like the big chunk of this crystal. Their crystals are not so expensive, really. You can buy even the small one for a few pounds, or I paid for the big one. I don't remember, 10, 15 pounds. But really, doesn't matter it's small or big. The most important thing is, when you buy some new crystal, just go to internet, search how to clear the crystal and prepare, because crystal is the energy. The seller gave you that crystal, and now it's yours. Now it's time clean and activate that crystal to serving you. In online, this is very easy. This takes like a few minutes. You can do that very easily. I don't be explaining that because this is something for you to discover if you of course want. And when you clear and activate the crystal, and when I was in this deep heart emotions, I was putting on my heart, and I was just laying down like that. Just I remember this helped me so many times, and I was even over the time I was feeling like this crystal like sucking that wounded energies, the old energies, the old pain, the current pain. Sometimes I was laying like a few hours and even watching something on Netflix or something like that, and I had so heavy and painful heart, and I kept the crystal here for a few hours, and I was watching something. Before I was realizing, I was so happier, lighter, and literally I was feeling like this messy energy was going out and healed my heart. And this was showing me, like this was more like in the material world. I could see how the energy works, the universe works, because I put the crystal, and the crystal suck all that pain, and I felt so good after that. And of course, when you do something like that with the crystal, every time you don't forget to energize again, to clear that mess. And before you put again, I always, for example, I put the rose quartz on the window, and always when it's full moon or sun, there cleanse and energize the crystal to anytime when I need. I just put, and I walked through with that. Actually, the energy did do the job. Sometimes you can lay down and feel that pain. You can cry, allow the emotions go out. Just be in that moment. Don't run from that moment. Don't like chasing you, this pain chasing you, and just stay with it. Allow yourself to release that, and and this help you to bringing these positive changes, which one you're already experiencing, which one you're already discovering, which one you're already following. You following the new ways, you following the new paths, even if you sometimes don't realize too much. It's real, it's true. You follow new paths, even to searching to listen that video, which one you're doing right now. This is to following new paths. This is to following new ways. You opening yourself, you changing yourself, you transforming yourself, you building up yourself, you strengthening yourself. That's mean, you allowed yourself to get the advices. Not all of them gonna be right for you, not all of them it's gonna be resonate with you. That's totally fine. But the most important thing is you allowed yourself to open to that different ways, because lots of people had similar experiences like you, but they discovered in different ways, they handle them different ways, they manage them different ways. And also this showing you like you are not alone. Lots of us is like in that kind of pain, struggling, and in that sadness. And even when you are in that moment, if this happens to you, just remember you are not alone. A lot of us had things like that in life. And in the same moment, somewhere in the world, when you struggling with that pain, remember, in the same moment of struggling, some people exactly like you. That means you are not alone in that pain. But you are lucky, you have the universe, you have the guidance, you have the belief system, which one you following, discovering. Even if you have confusions, you're searching for the answers. You're searching for your own truth. You digging, you exploring. Now you asking why this happened to me, and you don't want to run anymore. You don't want to run anymore from that, and that's why you you get these things, you get these emotions, you coming to that kind of point. And for you, which one is confusion? Because actually this is time to explore that and forgive yourself that, and the people which one did this to you, just let it go, heal the wound. You can ask, even I'm hearing Archangel Raphael, or you can imagine like you with this every specific person, with the specific person which one you had something in the past. You see that person, you forgive this person, because this person didn't know best in that time, and you forgive yourself because you did best what you believed and knew in that time. But this is not anymore you. And you can send to this person love energetically. I wish you best, but leave me now alone. I already healed that, and this doesn't resonate with me anymore. And please go back, send that energy back to this person, but this time with love, not with hate, not with pain. I'm sending you that lesson back to you with love, and you can see like you're releasing that energy. Like you can even see like like you have the cord, and you take the scissors and you just cut that cord, and you just becoming free and light with you. Like you have balloon, and when they are ground on the floor and they preparing to fly, but because they have this cord, doesn't matter how strongly you put the power in the balloon, go up, 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 it's fly. Doesn't matter how strongly you use the power, you can't fly, because this cord's keeping you so strong. So rooted, like no chance. And what they need to do, if they want to fly in the balloon, they need to remove the cords from this basket, around to fly. And the universe showing me this is perfect. This is perfect explanation for you to do that. That's mean it's time to release that kind of cords, the painful cords from your life, and there's gonna be that kind of freedom. That's why you have right now that kind of confusions. Why these things happen to you, and I hope so. This helped you to clear that kind of confusion at least a little bit, and start to finding and I hope so you get some kind of ideas how to start to trying different things which will help you to heal and to resolve that kind of issues in you. And what I said before, you can also ask when you're releasing that chords, because you can see like from your heart, you can imagine like from your heart this wound, you take it out, some kind of wood, like piece of wood, and and it's like a little small wound. You can ask the Raphael angel to come and to heal that wound, and you can see like the Raphael angel, he gonna heal that wound. He gonna put the loving energy in that. He even it's easy for you to see, like I'm seeing on my wounds like a plaster, and I'm calling that's the universe plaster, energetic plaster. Like the Raphael can put the healing plaster on your wound, and after he just strengthened that space, because this space is weak and we don't want any other wounds to come. That means he faster the process to heal that and protect that, strengthening that. And I'm seeing you doing right that these things in your life, if you're realizing or not, and this is huge, and I'm seeing, beautiful journey. Your journey, for example, like you was like a little baby, and walk through your life, and you always, and like the small child, and the parents buying also usually like the puppy next to this child. And I'm seeing and over the time when you walk through the life, now you are mature, you are adult, you grow up, physically or emotionally, mentally, matured. And I'm seeing, and the puppy growing with you. The puppy is like the old dog, and I'm seeing this is like this is the way how you transforming the physically as a human, and your soul was like a puppy going together with you in that journey. And you both are mature now, and your soul is your best friend, like like a dog is the best friend. Dog loving you doesn't matter what you do. You can shout on the dog, you can hit the dog, you can be really nasty to the dog, and what dog gonna do? Dog love you doesn't matter what, always loving you, always they want just your love, and they're giving you love without any expectation from you. Wherever you do good or bad, they're loving you so deeply and so much to the end of their lives. And the universe showing me that's mean your soul is like your puppy from the beginning, and now you both, your soul is with you, doesn't matter what. It's your best friend, it's your unconditional love, doesn't matter what you do to your soul. That means like to your dog, your soul never give up on you, and never gonna be upset with you. It's loving you, doesn't matter what. What doesn't matter what you're doing, what kind, how much pain of you are. Your soul is with you, is your best friend, and sending you so much love. Just allow yourself to accept that. Your soul asking you, especially in these down moments, these sad moments when you have, just allow your soul telling you, just allow yourself to me to hug you, to love you, to give you that kind of love which one I have for you, because I feel your pain, I'm with you, and I'm here for you, and your soul just you can say, I'm in pain, my soul, please give me that love, give me that love. You can buy physically that, for example, a rose quartz, or you can even imagine that energetically, like you putting, like your soul giving you that kind of crystal, big crystal on that heart, and healing your heart and transforming. And the archangel Raphael is standing next to you and working with you to heal you. Just allow yourself in that moment to your best friends to help you. I'm meaning not, maybe not the physical ones, this moment, in the wound ones, in the wound aspect, because this is the energetic work which one it's time for you to do with your energetic friends, with your energetic family, which one is always for you and helping for you. And I hope so this makes sense for you, and see you next time. Ciao.